X3 Alpine white, kind of nice brakes on it. Looks like it's got the natural brown or the some sort of dark brownish interior. Really nice. So I've been driving in the, it's locked. All right. So connect drive. So here we are, sunroof as well. Obviously we got a little bit different interior. This is obviously, I'm used to the X3. I've driven my mom's, which is the first generation X3. Trying to get my seats adjusted here. Obviously, yeah, this got the old stuff of shifter. You got a really nice interior. You got some wood. I've been in old carbon fiber or really nice fancy stuff. This is a little bit different, but it is still a great. We're gonna drive a little bit different on this because this is. And we'll put our windows up. Obviously, with with COVID, everything's changed. There's a lot of things they're doing now. You have to keep the cars open, wear your masks. You can take it off in a car, but obviously it's a lot of different things now. But they're doing their best. They're doing a great job so far. Everybody in the staff has been great. So here we are, X3. This has probably got about 300 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque. Obviously not a digital like the new ones. This is more the analog, but it's still got a digital display. This has got about 4,600 miles on it. Really nice. Not support, not anything. We're just gonna drive it and see how this goes. There we go. Gotta press that P. All right. I'm just having fun. So we don't need that much of a fan. Obviously they got the M8 convertible, but I drove the no, I don't need that off. So I drove the M850i, fantastic car. Look at that MC4M, cool. Wow. Yeah, I love this event by BMW. They really do a great job. Now this ain't gonna handle that much, but this is just a drive compared to a regular. This. I'm gonna get this lady go by. Yeah, as you can see, this is a more of a standard, not as luxurious or as new trend as the new one. I'm sure they're gonna have an X3 is gonna be out with all the new BMW, the latest BMW interior, aerodynamics and features now. But this is still a decent, really decent, SUV. Oh yeah, the steering is much. It's heavier. It's a little bit different. It's definitely heavier. It doesn't feel as light, but it's not as direct. So este es malo, espántame. No, siente como 4 cilindros. Disculpen, qué pena. Este no tiene la de 6. Esta sí. Estas sí son 4 cilindros, obviamente. Sí, esta es la de 3 litros. Discúlpeme, pero yo pensé que era la de 6 litros. This is a 4-cylinder. The 4-cylinder X3. I thought it was a 6 for some reason. I don't know. It was all this BMW things. It's just confusing with know all of them. But oh crap! Yeah, it looks like school starting here in the summer, but so this is a 4-cylinder. I apologize. I'm used to the 6-cylinder today and the 8. And this would have been the M325 or the M40 instead of that. So this is a 4-cylinder base X3. Not much of a sport. Don't think we have anything in the sport here. I can't switch it. Let's leave it there. So we're basically driving in a normal boat, totally different than what I've been driving. I'm sure the M40i, or not the M40 4.0 X3 is pretty nice, but this is just a regular run-of-the-mill, everyday X3. And it's not bad. It's got pretty good power. The torque feels nice. Obviously, it takes a little bit of the engine to spool up. But I wonder. But yeah, it's still it still feels like a BMW. Well, obviously it's a much of a different feel, of course. And this guy's still standing here. I thought it was going to cross the road. I guess not. So here we're stuck in traffic. Yeah, it's time to. But I've done it before. But obviously, yeah, it's just a great little SUV. Your standard X3. Oh boy. Oh, this got the on-off switch. Holy crap! I just saw the engine. I was like, what the hell? So this is on. So yep, these are people going for the school. And tonight. Yeah, it usually happens. You gotta drive through the streets to get to, because everybody's on school picking up their kids. But anyway, it's not bad for a base car. I mean, it's got plenty of power for every day. But yeah, compared to what I've driven today, X3M, M50, 850, M235, everything's got a lot of power, very responsive. The transmission is good, but obviously the come on, Mr. FedEx truck. I want to pobrecito say. So yeah, this segment is it's a really competitive segment. You're talking X5. I mean, this is X3, but you got the Q5, you got the MLCL, the CLK, whatever, the mid-size. You got the Mercedes-Benz one. You got a lot of Europe, a lot of Japanese ones, and the Korean ones that are similar pricing for much more car. Probably they probably won't drive as well. But obviously, yeah, this is a very competitive segment. Obviously, this X3 is a little bit older. I'm sure they're gonna come up with a new one, and I'm sure the I mean, compared to the X3M that I drove, this feels like another car. X3M Competition is wow, it's just an impressive car. Just impressive how differently it feels from this. This is, of course, your base 4-cylinder, but I'm sure this is a great grass mileage, very comfortable, very car to drive. You don't need much more for this from every day. So very, very impressive little car. X3. Compared to my mom's X3, the X3, I can't remember the E, but what chassis it is, but the 6-cylinder definitely feels better. It's a more heavy direct. This feels a little more artificial. Obviously, it has more torque, and the transmission is another world. But it's still a great little SUV. I mean, it's not bad at all. Obviously, you have to drive them back to back both and see how each kind of differs. But man, both are, they're really, really, really well. And this thing's obviously, see, now we're in you just shut off. and it starts with, I don't like that, because how about if you have a problem with this, you're never gonna get that thing going again. Yeah, this is for like you're safe, you know, going to the, you know, to the store, not looking for power. It's got definitely decent torque, really nice, decent torque. But yeah, obviously, yeah, compared to what I've driven today, this is much more of a tame SUV. But it's really nice for every day. Can't complain about it.